Hi everyone and welcome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jasmine. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to make friends. For those of you that don't know, I've moved to 6 different cities throughout my life, and I'm 22 by the way. You need to be open to meeting people, and not even just that, but you need to be open to put yourself out there. But it gets better because as you do that, you will get more and more comfortable. So let's get into my first tip. Going on Facebook is pretty much the first thing I do when I know that I'm going to be moving or traveling, and that's whether I'm with people or alone. One thing that I will do is look up expats in Valencia, per se, or expats in London. And when you join those groups, you will find tons of tips, even things such as like restaurants to eat at or places to go, even things like visa information if you need it. So those are always just great groups to be a part of, even if you're not moving anywhere, but if you are just traveling to that city or country, that's definitely a good place to start. So with that being said, aside from an expat group, would be groups of people with similar hobbies or interests as you. Look up these things and find them in the city that you're in. So for example, I eat vegan and vegetarian food. So what I will do is search vegans in blah, 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 or vegetarians in blah, blah, blah. And you just type in the city that you're in, or even just the area or region. So sometimes it's important to note that if you're in a smaller city, then you can kind of branch out to the surrounding areas, and that will help kind of connect more people into your network. You can look through, join them, and then when you're going to a different place or if you're moving to a new city, you can post something and say, hey, I'm going to be in this place for these dates. Is anyone around? Anyone want to hang out? Or just say, hey, I'm new, and you will get a connection through that group. Aside from Facebook, I want to talk about Meetup. Now, if you haven't heard of Meetup, it's just meetup.com, and it's kind of similar. So you basically go on there and you can type in your keyword and your city and then search. So what I like to do, instead of just typing in a keyword, because that can narrow it down, is I will just type in the city. So what you want to do is just type in the city that you're in. So for example, London, search. And then you're gonna get a list of all of these different activities or, events that are gonna be happening in that city. And then if you want, you can even filter it to the date and time, if you want it online or offline, because I know right now, obviously, in the situation that we're in, it's kind of hard if you have certain lockdown restrictions in the city or country that you're in. So looking for online opportunities is a really great way to also meet people. Another tip is to integrate yourself into a community. I'm a Christian, so one thing that I will do is look up a church in the city that I'm going to, or if I'm traveling over the weekend, I will definitely look up a church that I can go to. And I've made a lot of friends through that, and I still have really good friends in other countries that I've made through just going to church on a Sunday. Other things that I think are worth mentioning is that you can join any group, so any social sort of gathering, whether that be a beach cleanup, book club, hiking, there's tons of different activities that you can kind of seek out based on your interests. Language exchanges are great because you can go and meet people that are maybe local to the country or city that you're in, or even just international people who are looking to learn the language of the place that you're in. So with that being said, I want you guys to kind of keep an open mind and just know that you can make a connection or you can make a friend from anywhere. Now, on to my next point. I recommend that if you've just moved somewhere and you don't have an apartment yet or a place to stay, I think a hostel is a really great place to start, just because you're already integrated into like the social life of that place, of that new city that you're in. So then once you move out of that hostel, you still have made those connections. So you may have just rolled your eyes at me and been like, girl, I'm not gonna stay at a hostel. But hear me out. If you are not a fan of hostels, don't worry. You do not have to stay in a hostel. That being said, a hostel is like a watering hole. So you're gonna want to go to these hostels and just kind of ask around for different events that they might be hosting. So for example, hostels will have pub crawls, they will have quiz nights or game nights, and there's honestly a lot of different activities that are held within that hostel. So you can definitely just go and join in on the activities that they hold. Do you know what? If I see someone and they smile at me, it makes them more approachable. So if I see them again later, I'll be like, oh, hey, like, you know, oh, where are you traveling from? Or where are you from? How long have you been here? You know, you sort of ask those routine questions, and then that gets a conversation started. So I think it's really important to be inquisitive with people, to be friendly and approachable. And yeah, just remember, smile. It makes such a difference when you smile. So yeah, those are my tips. If you would like me to go in depth about this, a little more at least, let me know in the comments down below, and I will bring up a part 2 of this video. Anyway, that was all that I have to say about that topic. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.